Good morning. If you didn't catch the end of yesterday's vlog, I got to the summit of Mount Greylock and super bad thunderstorm, lightning storm, hailstorm. So the trail angels that were doing trail magic up there ended up driving me to a hotel in North Adams, and I already had a reservation there because Chet and my dog Callie were visiting me for the night. So this morning, Chet drove me back up to the summit of Mount Greylock, and I am joined by Callie. So she's gonna do the next 5 miles of the AT with me, all downhill off of Mount Greylock, and then she'll go back to Chet, they'll go home, and I'll continue on the rest of the day. I know I'm really close to the border of Vermont, so hopefully that happens today. And yeah, it's kind of tough hiking with her, honestly, because she hasn't been on a hike in a while, and it's really wet and moist and very slippery out here. So I have one hand on my water bottle, one hand on her leash, and she's just pulling. I'm trying to train her out of that, but she hasn't been on a hike in a while, so she's really excited, all the smells and all the stuff. So we're gonna get through this. I'm happy for her, but it's a lot of work. All right, Callie's back to being a good hiking dog. I think she just got a little too excited in the first half mile. But here we are, walking down Mount Greylock. Super slippery, so watching every step. Aw, Callie's doing so well. I'm so happy for her. She's gonna have such a nice ride back to New Hampshire after this. She'll be nice and tired and hopefully fall asleep the whole time. Hi, are you happy? Me and Callie only have about half a mile left until we get to the parking lot where Chet is. Callie is gonna pass out on the way home. I think she's having so much fun being back on the trails. So once I get to Chet in the parking lot, we'll probably go out for maybe a quick fast food lunch, and then I'll be on my way. I still have to organize all my food that I got at the resupply at Walmart this morning. So maybe take a little bit of time doing that, and then I should be good to go. I'm only recording this like 30 seconds after I just said bye to Chet and have my backpack on, headed north on the AT, and Chet and Callie are on their way back to New Hampshire. And it was pretty tough leaving them, to be honest. I felt a huge urge to just get in the car and go back home with them. It's hard because I feel totally fulfilled with this trail, making it all the way up to practically the Mass Vermont border. And I don't know, I just feel like I've been out here for so long. I've already done it before, and I miss being at home. And now that it's June and it's basically summer, that's my favorite season, and I don't know, it's just, I don't have a strong urge, to be honest, to be out here anymore. And for the past few days, whenever I talk with other hikers or trail angels or whoever, I always say, like, yeah, I'm done, I'm ready for this to be over. I'm never through hiking again. But at the same time, I really do want to finish this trail. I don't want to regret not doing it again. I've been working so hard and so long for this second through hike, and I just don't want to give it up because my husband came and visited me and I got a little bit homesick. So I'm just gonna power through. We already have plans for me to take a 0 day in what is it, about 12 days? Because at that point, if I'm not already in New Hampshire, I'll be close to New Hampshire, and it's within an hour or two drive. I mean, basically, probably the next few weeks on trail, I'm not a far car ride away. So yeah, I have my next 0 day planned, which I haven't taken a zero since mile 750, back in, I think that was near Daleville, Virginia. So yeah, I've gone a long time without. I've taken a couple Nero days, like today is probably considered a Nero day. I've done 6 miles so far, and it's almost 4 o'clock. I had a really slow morning with Chet, and then a really long lunch break. At first, I was just thinking that we'd drive through McDonald's and get something quick and then head back to trail, but we went to a sports pub and talked for a while, and that was really fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna hike on. It was tough for me not to go home today, and maybe my mood will change. I think the rain probably had something to do with it, because it is slightly raining. I'm like, what? You're just gonna drop me off in the woods and it's raining and I have to walk back? But yeah, I'm just gonna hike on. I was also a little unsure where to camp tonight, so that wasn't making me feel real good about the hiking this afternoon. Apparently there was a shelter up here about 6 miles, which would have been perfect, but I just saw on Far Out that they closed it and the shelter like doesn't even exist anymore. And according to the comments, people keep leaving trash there, which could attract bears. So I wouldn't want to camp somewhere where bears are likely going to be attracted to. And actually Chet saw a bear today when he was dropping me off at the trailhead this morning. I was looking down, changing the song on the phone, and he saw a bear in the woods. So they're out. And yeah, so the shelter that they closed, I think was 6 miles away, and they rebuilt it about 9 miles away, but it doesn't look like it's finished yet. So I don't know, that I'm gonna shoot for that. I'm gonna shoot for going to that new shelter 9 miles away, even though it's not quite finished. There's like probably half a shelter or half a privy there, but hopefully it is a Saturday. Hopefully there's some other hikers, because I don't know, I'm just over camping alone. It's just not my thing. I feel better around other people. So we'll see. This is probably one of the longer rants I've been on, but I just wanted to be super open and vulnerable and let you guys know how I'm feeling. Yeah, so I don't know if this is just a feeling I'm feeling today or if it's going to last the rest of the hike, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I guess this is exciting. Mile 1600. Only 598 miles to go. This has been a super steep rock scramble that I'm not exactly sure what way to follow. I think I kind of lost the white blazes for a second. I'm just gonna keep going uphill and assume that's the right way. Here is the border of Massachusetts and Vermont. I'm excited. Vermont definitely seems a little closer to the end. Yeah, I don't know what to think. Today's just weird. I'm not quitting the trail, but I am, I don't know, just today not excited about it, but this just means another step closer to the end, and it is pretty cool. I'm excited to hike in Vermont, I guess, to an extent. I mean, after the crazy rainstorm we got yesterday, it's probably going to be even muddier than Vermont usually is. So we'll see. But yeah, just Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine left. So right now I'm following both the Appalachian Trail and the Long Trail, and I'll be hiking along both trails for the next 100 miles. It is pretty funny that today I've been thinking a lot about how I miss home, and I just ran into a hiker hiking south, and he's doing a section hike from Vermont to Pennsylvania, and he said he lives close to the trail by the 501 shelter in Pennsylvania. So his section hike is him just walking from the Vermont border back to his house. And it's kind of, yeah, funny because I had that same thought today. It's like, what if I just walk to my house? I feel like that would be just as exciting as walking to Katahdin. I haven't even really pictured me hiking up Katahdin and touching the sign. That's not something I'm visualizing and anticipating. I don't know. I'm sorry I sound so negative today. This is just my thoughts, and I feel like it's nice to show you guys that I am a very positive person, and I think my positive attitude on this through hike has allowed me to have fun and have it be successful. But you know, it's not realistic to feel that way every day. If only this shelter was open, that would have been perfect, because it is 7:30 and that'd be a good time to end the day. So I'm going to try to see what the 2.8 miles down the trail looks like, but I don't know if I have 5 or 7 miles left in me. I do not feel like night hiking in Vermont by myself. I could disperse stealth camp, but again, there's a better chance that I can camp next to people if I go to that shelter. So we'll just see what happens. Ooh, caught a little glimpse of the sunset tonight. I probably have half a mile until this shelter type thing that I don't really know what to expect. There's a lot of fog and clouds on this side. Yeah, but the sun is super close to disappearing right now. The trail is definitely really narrow so far in Vermont. I mean, it opened up a little bit right now, but I just keep brushing up against these wet leaves, making my way through the trail. So I made it to camp. There's quite a few people here, which is great. People I recognize. I found the little tiniest spot to set up my tent right next to the path that leads to the shelter, and took so long to get my rope over the tree to hang my food. And I just didn't feel like cooking tonight because it's already dark and everyone's already asleep, so I'm just munching on some Cheez-Its and other sorts of snacks until I'm hungry. Then I'll put the bag up in the tree and call it a night. So I'm glad I made it here, glad there's other people here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.